Welcome back, Keepers of the Flame. Alright, undo. Or read. Okay. Did some detox this morning, so that's kind of what came in. Working with the constriction of the body during the colder season of the year to get detoxed. So your body's naturally wanting to do that anyway, so giving it a little assistance never hurt anything. I am not a medical practitioner. If you are on medication, please please talk to your doctor before starting any new practices regarding to your health. Thank you. So the one thing I did say that, like, you know, if you can't get into super expensive detoxes, you can just go get a bulb of garlic and make sure it's got 8 cloves in there. Well, there's your detox, a clove an hour. Just start off with a half a clove, just in case. And if you've never had garlic before in your life, I wouldn't do this. I would pick something else. Sometimes, like, I've actually met people that are allergic to garlic. So, multi-dimensional fractal ecosystem. It is never one size fits all. If that speaks to you, go ahead and use it. There are so many different ways to detox. It's ridiculous. And no, you don't have to go on a water fasting for, like, I don't know what the heck it is, 21 days? I don't know. I wouldn't do that. I would not do that. Even with a medical healthcare professional standing by, I don't think I'd do that. Just saying, the times have changed. We've been programmed to eat 3 meals a day. Because there was a time where we were slaving away out in fields and whatever else, and we did need the calories to upkeep. Okay. But if we're just going to work, sitting at a desk, and then, you know, maybe getting like a workout, like a walk or whatever, we don't require 3 meals a day. Most people will tell you, you know, they skip breakfast or they skip lunch or whatever the hell it is. This is not required. Our body might, like, get into a habit of being used to it, but it's not a requirement for living. It just isn't. And that's not to say, oh, it's okay to starve yourself then. No. You do what your body wants you to do. Listening to the body. That's the most important thing when it comes down to your health. Listening to your body, because, you know, I myself have a group of ladies that have been, you know, a couple of us were like, I just treated my body like it was a freaking robot. I told it what to do and it did it. Rather than me listening to it and going with its cycles, I was telling it to ignore, suppress, deny. And that's, you know, a lot of, especially medical staff, is responsible for doing that. Oh, you're upset? You're hurting? That's too bad. Why don't you just toughen up? Okay? This isn't, you know, oh, feel bad for me therapy. This is, you know, that's just part of life. You know? Just part of life. Being in pain. See what I mean? Like, that's kind of a sadist way to go about it. But, you know, that's a lot of times what everybody will tell you. So, there it is. Okay. Anything else? To the ball is collective needs to know. Oh, straight out of the bottom of the deck. Alright, I see how it is. Okay. 8 of Wands. Magician in reverse in the recent history. King of Swords in the future. And the 5 of Swords at your base. Okay. Okay. So what I'm not getting here is don't think this was you. I think because who the fuck consciously does black magic on them? Well, okay, I'll be quiet about that. A lot of religions are black magic. So, forcing your will upon another is a form of black magic. Sorry about your luck, kids. Somebody, it feels like in the past, tried to force their will upon you. Now, whether they saw you as this person being an empty, hollow shell, which is what black magic is all about. There's no other more important person than me, so I'm going to force my will on everybody else. And that's how, maybe they saw you like this, or you flipped a script. I don't know. I can't tell you which one it was. You either flipped a script, or you saw straight through it. It was like, yeah. Toodaloo. I got better, bigger fish to fry. I'm a little bit wiser to that. Okay. Alright, let's get the last one, and then we'll get some clarifiers. So, Knight of Cups. So, there's going to be maybe a little scuffle about the religious part. When you are born into something and you do not have a choice, you do not have an option, that is black magic. So when you have been forced into a system or coerced into a system, that's black magic. Coercion, manipulation, shame, guilt, that is black magic. This is why they don't want, their congregation looking into witchcraft. Because once you get to the occult stuff, all it is a descriptive, and then there's a lot of blood magic involved in religions too. So just keep that in mind while you're going through this, I don't have anybody that's trying to coerce me. Yeah, you probably do. This is our belief structure. This is how we think you should be in the world. At least, it's happening globally. That's all I'm going to say. Fine. If you want to be in denial, be my guest. See how far that gets you. All right. The Knight of Cups. Look at that, darling. Manipulation. Right there. Playing your heartstrings. Only to leave you high and dry. Yeah. So with the Knight of Cups here, I'm getting like this energy is not about like genuine love and compassion here. They just kind of want to come in, have a little rent-free space in your head, play on your heartstrings, and then leave again. That's what this feels like. So I don't know if this is romantic for you. Could be anything. Could be a job, family, social setting, religious community, whatever it is. They just want to make, it's like, they just want to make you feel good for that hot second. Just a hot second. Hot second to ting on the heart and then live in your lotus up here. Okay. You. Alright. What else comes after this? Sideways, the Nine of Pentacles. Ooh, there it is. They want your pentacles. They want your pentacles. Now it is a religious institution. Is your job... I mean, they could want your resources. They could need your talents, your gifts, your inherent abilities, if you will. Talent really isn't a thing. You either get good at something or you don't. Alright, there's the Eight of Cups. You can't decide if you're going to stay or walk away. You're on the fence here. Fentage. Fence dancers. And there's the bottom of the deck. Dropping like it's hot on its side. Uh-oh. Okay, so for those of you who this isn't a mate, this could be you staying true to yourself. this could be you saying, okay, is this self-betrayal if I go with this manipulation? Is it self-betrayal? Looks to me like it is. But, like, you know. Everybody has their own path. Okay, so it doesn't look like it's very fulfilling here. And I think you're, yeah. Okay, so I didn't say it at the beginning because I'm like, I don't want to say anything. I don't want to say anything. Cross watchers, if you are doing this to the collective, okay. Yeah, that. It's all gonna fall, dude. It's all gonna fall. So if you, and sometimes we do it unconsciously, right? Like, I know better than you do for your own life, lady, person, human, dude, dudette, whatever, okay? You don't. You really don't. And that's the travesty, is like, they don't see this about you. They don't see that you're healing. They just see you as vulnerable. I just did a freaking a thing about this. When you are at the verge of like completing a cycle of healing, you are at your most vulnerable. We think it's, wow, we're in the state of pain and misery. No, nobody wants to be around pain and misery. It's right on the cusp. It's like, okay, I'm about to complete this cycle. That's when these assholes come in. They want you at your peak. Okay. Okay. And yeah, sometimes they will dig in the gutter to, you know, get the people, blah, 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 blah. But that requires more effort on their part. It requires more money, time, investment to get you out of a state of despair into a state of healing. Okay? Oh, wait. These were both in the reverse. I'm sorry. These were both in the reverse. They don't want you going anywhere. But this is going to get justice here. Because you're like, I'm going to chill for a minute. I'm going to chill. I'm just going to chill. And society really demonizes that. And that's why they've gotten away with that for so freaking long. Is because society likes to tell you stupid shit like, you're not allowed to have a rest season. You're not allowed to contemplate life. You're not allowed to relax and get into your own body and see what's right for you versus, you know, what the community or the society or your whatever the hell wants of you, right? It's designed to keep you busy and unaware of your life's purpose. So when you get hustle culture pushed in your face, when you're like, oh, there's downtime, you better get your tail moving on something. No, it's contemplation season, boys and girls. It is not do. It is BBB, okay? Thinking, experience life through your own fucking system for once rather than everybody else's, right? And that's what they do not like. They do not like that. They do not like that at all. They don't like that. Because if you're not this person, how are they going to dye their dress? How are they going to look pretty if you're not going to do all the busy work behind the scene? I just did videos on justice. You get the hell out of her way. You don't ask for anything. Don't say a word. Don't, nothing. Just walk away. Take your own time. Find your own joy. Find your own peace. And let this shit right here sort itself out. Because if you move out of Lady Justice's way, she'll step in for you. She'll do it every time. Just step out of the way. Let it happen. And no. They are not going to learn their lesson. They're going to make every excuse in the book as to what happened to them, why it happened to them, and whatever else. They're going to find different avenues. And that's okay. That's the fuck okay. That is the fuck okay. None of your business. Nonetheless, you got to witness some justice. So, just be really mindful. Okay? Moving forward, don't give in to the panicky, oh, we need your reply by this day, or you need to get XYZ done by this day, or you need to respond by XYZ day. Really? That's cute. That's cute. Again, if it's not legal, who the fuck cares? You decide where your deadlines are for you, not anybody else. You choose how you move through life, how you conduct your energy. Okay? And that's, self-responsibility is no small feat. I will say that. It's terrifying. At the bottom of the deck, self-betrayal. So, and that's the other thing too, is like, if you really sit with it, if it is your lover trying to convince you to do shit that's against your best interest, you let somebody into that space so that somebody is giving you a mirror reflection back to your own self-betrayal. Okay? We're just reflecting it. Do they still have to leave? Yep. But that pattern needs to leave with them. So you say, thank you for showing me what was on the inside. You are free to leave and be done with it. Okay? And if it is you who is self-abandoning for a job, for a position, for societal standards, for a religious endeavor, for a community, whatever it is, there's nothing in the world that's worth self-abandoning. Nothing. Not a single solitary thing on this planet is worth abandoning yourself. Not a human, not an experience, not a love, not a commitment, not a deity. Nothing is worth self-abandonment. That's a tough pill for a lot of people to swallow. But who am I without my Scarface Sky Daddy? What am I going to do with my life if I can't do that? That's why you sit and contemplate life, rather than listening to some guru shove it down your throat. No one can give you that. No one should be telling you how to conduct your energy. You have to figure that out. At the end of the day, you can take all the tallies, look at all the stats, listen to all the gurus or the whatever is online. It doesn't matter. None of it matters because it's not you. They're not living in your skin. They don't have to kiss you goodnight. Right? They have to live in their own skin. And you have to live in yours. So, making sure that when you are choosing, when you're sifting, when things are getting complicated, hairy, discombobulated, whatever the heck you want to call it, just remember that, like, the answer is already inside of you, like the oracle with that piece of candy. You already know if you already made the choice. You're here to understand why you chose it. So, get past that point. And again, this is not implement season yet. Okay? even the 1st of January is not astrology wise to start. Maybe between the 6th and the 9th. 17th possibly. But it's not do time. It's plan, think. And then gently move into the new year. Let's remember that fire horse does not come until February 20th. So just be mindful of like taking too much action too fast, too soon, so you don't have to go, oh fuck. Okay? So this is why contemplation season, planning season, you know, drawing things out, writing things out. Okay, if I do this, what's the grand scheme? Like, how is this going to rotate on the giant wheel of life and play out? Remembering to ask yourself those important questions. I'm just waiting for Spirit to say, yeah. I got the Rosebud Tarot. I feel like the readings are so short and sweet today. Like even my first one, I got into the detox thing and I'm like, ooh, let's pull some herbology, herbal astrological, or herbal astrology oracle. That's my first reading. Oop, there it is, bottom of the deck, subconscious undercurrent flowing through. That's what rules life. If we don't pay attention to it, we are now floating in the subconscious undercurrent of something we do not understand, so we're going to get pissed off because we didn't see it coming. I didn't choose this. Your subconscious did. Ace of Air, getting clear, darling. Two of Fire before, and Generosity of Earth in the near future with the Elder, and the Ace of Cups at the bottom. Jingo, jango. And then you have the World for the third card. Ooh. Okay, so I gotta call. This is 8 of Water, so you are walking away from whatever the hell that was previous. Walking away from the offer, and maybe you consult an elder here, or you call upon your ancients or your ancestors. Ancients and ancestors are different. So those live in your DNA. They're not outside of you. They're already there. That's why they're so easy to call upon. So easy to call upon. Because they're streaming through your system. Okay? Physically, you have legions. Boys and girls. Legions. So remember that the next time you feel lonely. So the Wheel of Fortune. The wheel, period. See how it's a double-decker, kind of a mirror image there? As above, so below. As within, so without. As the universe, so my soul. There it is. Okay. Ooh, this stuff. Ooh. Oh. Okay, give me a second. Hang on. Star for your outcome. Okay. Subconscious undercurrent. The 3 of Fire. The Strength. Ooh, stuck to the moon. Not really stuck, but in the strength in your subconscious undercurrents here. 6 of Water in reverse. The Youth in the upright. The Velocity of Air, which is the Knight of Swords. Upright. 4 of Air in the reverse. 3 of Water in the upright. Uranus is in Gemini. Okay. It's a lot of mental disruption in some senses. I stopped paying attention to that transit because I was terrified. I was like, oh my God, I'm not going to be able to sleep. Oh, I'm sleeping great. So it could be you're feeling restless here. Duh. I mean, this feels like, I don't like saying things that are like so detrimental, but it feels like your life is going through a major, and everybody, I mean, anybody who needs to go through a transformation so they come out the other side to help create new earth. I cannot express this enough. Listen to me. The only way you become a healer or any sort of wise person is going through a lot of shit. It's just a thing. It's just a thing. It's just a thing. That's how we become wise, is through going through a lot of shit. And yes, there will be moments in your life where you're like, fuck this, I don't want this anymore. Take it back. I gotta choose a different life, because it's one thing after the next. It's constant, blah, 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 blah. Okay? But there does come a season, I can tell you this much. There comes a season where it's not going to matter what happens on the outside of you. It just doesn't. No longer matters. Because you've grown so much. You've become, I don't want to call myself a wise person, but you integrate so much, and you work so hard on that inner self of being like, I have the center of myself. Why does it keep leaving? Why does it keep going? How do I hang on to it? How do I not let myself get talked into betrayal? It's delicious. Lavender blueberry. So yeah, cold tea in the middle of winter. I know. I prefer cold beverages. So let's get that chew. There it is. It's a transmutation, kids. A lot of tarot readers have that nasally thing going, because not only are they transmuting for themselves, but they're transmuting for the people that they read for. So when you get somebody who's all stuffy and groggly, it's because they're transmuting your energy too. Because it's a multi-dimensional fractal ecosystem, and we're not all built to do what we need to be doing, especially with systems like crap ones we have installed right now. Emperor. For the... I'm so sorry that was loud. I apologize if you're listening to headphones. Are you okay? I'm sorry. Yeah, there's not a whole lot there. Just so you know, there's like not a whole lot of sludge. So what am I transmuting? The air? Yeah, I'm going to be like grandma and put the Kleenex in my pocket because it's not even dirty. Oh, once you get over 40, you don't give a fuck. Don't give a fuck. Okay, sorry. I love that about my life. I love that. I so love that. So the 4 of air in reverse is clarified by the Emperor. Yeah. The hierarchy has you all not at ease right now? Huh. You mean the billionaires are causing you a lot of stress? Oh, weird. Sorry. Did you want to join the club? We got a club. There's a club. It's called We're Not a Billionaire. That's the club. Loves you. Hold on to your pentacles. And again, this doesn't money's going to go away in the future. Just so you know, money's going to biff it. I know it's not going to turn to crypto. How many times do people need to get scammed before they figure out it's a scam? Right? Okay. So, just easy does it. Okay? Easy does it. Get yourself a relaxed routine. Get some freaking lavender blueberry tea. Legit, dude, it's good stuff. I mean, okay, if you're a dude, maybe not. I don't know how much, like, I've heard that there's something in lavender that makes dudes produce estrogen, which gives them moobs. But hops do that. Hops do that a lot more than lavender does. Yes, if your brother, father, uncle, significant other, co-workers drink hop beer, they are going to get moobs. Those are the rules, kids. Look it up. We should have stuck to the fucking Groot, man. Should have stuck to the Groot. Dango, jango, ding-a-dong. Alright. So, I want a Law of the Universe card. And I split that. So we're going to say, ooh, the Law of Transmutation! Energize the mental picture of your dream. Ooh, the hitty-be-hitty-be-be. Okay. I picked it up and the whole deck didn't come with me. And I'm like, I'm going to take that as a cut. Transcendence, Transmutation. That's 35 for you number lovers. Ready, set, go. Dial it back, lady. Got it. I'm on it. Okay. Energize the mental picture of your dream. This is the metamorphosis of the ethereal realm into the physical reality. Energy is condensed and formed via the mind, so what is held in the consciousness must transformed into material realm, or into material form. This is a perpetual process because energy is infinite and in its expansion. The mind focuses on informs the creative medium of the universe into what the mind focuses on informs the creative medium of the universe into action. Energy is incapable of being destroyed and therefore will take form. Thus, it is imperative to focus on what you want to manifest. Transformation is knocking at your door. Your soul knows this does not take place in the outer world by changing the circumstances of your life, but rather is inside the miracle. The alchemy is to take place within your consciousness. You are drawn to this card because you have most likely been energizing what you do not want instead of what you do want. You are ready to become the master of energy, directing it for good. The universe desires for you to hold the vision of what you want for your life within your mind, with total conviction. There is no action to be taken until inspired action is revealed within your heart. Today, practice visioning and holding the mental pictures associated with the feeling you desire. Then think about your dreams and coming true. Oof.